Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on, my people? What is going on? I hope all is well with everybody. Hope everyone is living up to their highest, brightest light. I am Daniel, and I come with my heart-to-heart conversations, intuitive talks every now and then. I ain't really using my psychic thing right now, y'all, cause my brain be hurting. Like I got so much going on, but you may look at me and say that nigga ain't got shit going on, but I really do. Like it's all coming from a spiritual place. The universe has blessed me with life and love and a knowing of who I am and my sense of purpose and what I need to be doing. But with this one, I have to depend on people to help me. Like, you know what I mean? And I have to let people help me because I'm always helping people, right? So I'm learning how to let go. I'm learning how to surrender. I'm learning to let things just be. I'm learning how to sit in my funk. I'm learning to be patient with myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't rush perfection, right? You can't. And I know that, damn, that tree need to be cut. I'm trying to stay happy, y'all. Like, I've been having the hiccups for the last 3 days. My cousin was saying, oh, you just growing, like, you growing internally. I'm like, whatever, like, I love God and I love the universe, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not really pushing for 3D love right now. Like, I'm just letting it take its course. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not chasing after nobody. I'm not. I'm attracting. I'm not trying. I'm learning how to attract what I want. Learning how to go for what I want and don't have nobody opinion affect it. You know what I mean? Right now, I want to be free enough to love the correct way. You know, I do like right now in my life, the roles are reversing, and I got a choice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's a big choice because it's like, but I'm not focused. I just need not to focus on that. You know what I mean? I just need to keep staying forward. I need to not focus on that because I'm putting too much time into somebody else and not God. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, you never put no one before God. Like, you know what I mean? And I have been doing that lately. And I apologize for that, Father. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not that I forgot or I just say fuck God. Nah, it ain't that. It's the fact that I'm trying to work my own things out by using my discernment and my intuition. Because at the end of the day, people ain't gonna tell you nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I choose not to fuck with those type of people. If I gotta pull teeth and I gotta pick your brain, I don't wanna fuck with you. Because at the end of the day, I got too much other things that I have to worry about. I do, like, you know what I mean? Like, and if you don't wanna stand in your truth, I can't make you stand in your truth. All I could do is see it and just keep moving. And that's the bottom line of it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not out here trying to be we are the world. I'm not. Like, who wanna come can come. Who don't, don't. You know what I mean? Like, and I know that there's a lot of people out there that's friendly foes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they friendly and shit, but they don't mean you know motherfucking good. And all I ask God is to, like, let me see these people for real. Like, and I know what I gotta do. Like, and I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna happen real fast, y'all. Like, I've been having these hiccups, y'all. I'm growing internally. Like, I'm not letting nobody pull no wool over my eyes no more. I'm not, and I never really let people pull a wool over my eyes. I just let people think they smarter than me, like, you know what I mean? But now I'm not doing that no more. Like, nigga, you ain't shit. Bitch, you a hoe. Straight like that. Because people like to judge people, but they don't like to be judged. You know what I mean? Because I always allow people to judge, like, you know what I mean? And sit around and be like, oh, he this, or he that, or he this, or he that. You know what I mean? And I have to keep moving, like, you know what I mean? And when you have that so much in your motherfucking head, it starts to become a reality for you. And I'm not gonna let nobody project or subject a reality onto me that's not mine. Can't do it. I go for family, friends, co-worker, enemies. But your enemies don't really be fucking with me. My enemies don't really fuck with me. They do shit silently. Like, you know what I mean? There's the people that say they got good intentions for you, and they don't. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody talk shit. Everybody gossip. But it's the intentions behind the gossip. You know what I mean? You could sit there, you could gossip about somebody and be like, oh, this nigga this nigga that. You know what I mean? And be just straight wishing bad on somebody. That's spell work, y'all. It is. When you always got somebody in your mouth, somebody name in your mouth, and you always talking bad about them and wishing bad on them, that is spell work. That is evil out. It is. Like, and what you think gonna get? What you think you gonna get from that? Especially if you sending that shit to somebody that's chosen. You know what I mean? And I know what my destiny is. Like, I be watching tarot and all this shit, and I be like looking at these bitches. I be like, they be talking about the same motherfucking shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they be like, oh, it's the energy. It's the energy. No, bitch, it ain't the energy, because energy changes. Like, you know what I mean? You ain't picking up on it. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm really starting to believe that, like, because I could read tarot cards, but I could do other shit too. And I really don't need cards. Like, you know what I mean? I don't need them at all. Like, but I like it. You know what I mean? I like it. But it's like they be like, oh, if the energy keep coming up, it just keeps coming up like that. I'm like, nah, bitch, because I got 3 niggas in my energy, and you keep pulling up that same one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I am trying to forget that person, and then they'll be like, oh, it's because that person. And no, bitch, you keep reading the same motherfucking story, same motherfucking story. That's what you doing. Like, at the end of the day, why don't you say, oh, Divine Feminine, she's in solitude, like she's reprogressing. Like, why don't you focus on that instead of focusing on the nigga that's in my energy? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm over it. Like, at the end of the day, that person want to be in my energy. They could be in my energy. I don't mind. You know what I mean? But when sometimes it gets on my nerves when they keep saying the same shit. Like, you know, and I'll be like, damn, bitch, like, stop pulling so many motherfucking cards. First of all, you clarifying, and you coming up with the same shit, and I get it. You know what I mean? What the universe wants to be told is going to be told. But on the other hand, I've been looking at that shit like, now, I could pull some cards on myself, and I could get a whole nother story. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm about to stop watching that shit, because it's like, some people can really read the cards, and some people can't. You know what I mean? And I don't got time to be trying to discern that shit. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like this one tarot reader, she's starting to get on my nerves too. Because the bitch always talking about my shit. Like, you know, she always talking about my shit, like, far as in, like, she wasn't doing none of the shit that I'm getting ready to do. You know what I mean? So now the bitch want to start doing the shit that I'm getting ready to do. You know what I mean? And this is my foresight. Like, and I know she be doing it. Like, I'm gonna stop giving her my energy to her shit, because I know she be like, oh, that's a good idea, and that's yeah, right, I'm like, yeah, bitch, because you know I'm about to do that shit, and it's pissing me off, like, you know what I mean, a little bit, because I'm like, she always talking that shit, like, oh yeah, this is a good idea, you know, your ancestors want you to do that. I'm like, bitch, I know what my ancestors want me to do. Like, you know what I mean? My shit is a soul thing, like, you know what I mean? Like, and I gotta focus on that and not focus on the energy, because the energy, that's something that I read, like, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm a soul cosmic being, like, you know what I mean? Like, baby, it's much deeper than just reading the cards. It's about the action, you know what I mean? And I haven't really thought about it like that until now. It's about the actions that I have to prove. It's about the things that I have to do. It's not about my energy. It's not about that. It's not about it. It's not about it at all, because they can sit there and read my energy and think that they got it right, but that may be past energy, bitch. Like, I don't know how this turned into a tarot conversation, Because sometimes psychics, they can see. I would never doubt a prophet. You know what I mean? That's what they are. They prophets. We prophets. But at the end of the day, when you sitting there, tarot is good to get a story like once a week. Do not sit there and watch tarot every day. That will fuck up your life. It would. Because you're not sitting there trying to live a life freely. You going upon what you see on tarot. Like, you know what I mean? But you got to have your own discernment. And you got to learn how to get your own personal reading when it's general. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't get personal readings because I can read the cards myself and I know what's going on. Even if I don't see it physically, I know what's going on. So this is me saying today probably the last day that I watch some tarot. For real, because I don't need it. I don't. I can read the cards on my own. I don't need to. I really don't need it to do it like that. You know what I mean? But it is what it is at the end of the day, y'all. It is. And I don't got no time for that shit. I don't. Nah, I don't. And I be telling them all the time. All the time, like, I'm ready for this new. I'm ready for what's gonna happen is gonna happen. I know somebody's feelings is gonna be hurt, but at the end of the day, I don't want to say better you than me, but no matter what you do in life, somebody is not gonna be happy. And I know that, and I've been through that, you know what I mean? And it is what it is, y'all. Like, summertime is coming. It's time to shed that skin and see a higher you, see a better you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm already in my North Node. Like, you know what I mean? It's just that I'm getting ready to make these things happen. And I'm scared, but I'm excited too. You know what I mean? I'm excited on who it's going to be. That's what it is for me. I don't know who it's going to be. I know what I got to do, and I know the chords, and I know the play. I don't know who's the players. Because I'm not going for a lot of shit that I was going for before. You know what I mean? And I'm not having nobody come into my life to try to fuck my shit up. I'm not. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the whole thing. And anything that I do is going to be good intentions behind it, where I'm going to be free. Love is free, baby. Free. Love is free, baby. I'm ready, y'all. I'm ready. Are y'all ready for me? Are y'all ready for me? I hope so. Because I'm gonna give it to you raw, baby. I love you all. Seek God. Go with spirit. And know that everything will be fine. Go with